I started using this big power pack for like recharging a cell phone or whatever to keep my front camera running on my kayak, and it'll power it for days. But sometimes I forget to charge that thing. I just put it in this watertight box here, and then we just kind of, it's hard to do with one hand, just kind of slip it under those bungee straps to hold it down. But it'll power my camera for about a week, but then sometimes I forget to charge it, or I don't look to see it's getting low, and it takes a long time to charge it. I don't know why, but you got to charge it like overnight. It takes like 8 hours to charge it. So I had another idea. I got the idea of buying a little solar panel. So I'm going to look at what this was on my Amazon. I bought it off Amazon. I think it's a 5-watt solar panel, and it's actually made to keep a security camera charged. It's got a pretty long cord on it. It's got the proper plug. I didn't have to get an adapter or anything. It's the USB that Androids take. It's fully adjustable. You can loosen this big nut up here on the bottom, and when you do, you can tilt it, you can turn it, you can do all kind of stuff. Right now I just have it pointing straight up for when I'm out in my kayak. Well, I didn't know if this would work, so I wanted to do a test on it. So I just did a test on it today, and what I did is I took and put my camera in the holder there, and I started it, and then I plugged this cord to this solar panel in, and I had my kayak out in my truck, hanging out the bed of my truck, so it was out in the sun all day. And I did that at about 11 o'clock, and at about 5 o'clock I went out and checked it, and that camera was still recording. And when I unplugged the solar panel and checked the battery, there was like 4 bars for the battery. It showed like 3 bars. Now the battery was fully charged when I started, but the bottom line is I usually get an hour and a half to hour and 45 minutes out of a camera battery. This thing ran for like 6 hours off that solar panel, and I only lost 1 bar. And that's what I was hoping for. I was just hoping that it won't, well, it didn't even need to keep it charged. I just was hoping it would keep it running. So this thing was really easy to mount. It just takes a couple screws in that base. I put a little rubber gasket under it, but I mount it with 3 screws right there in the front of my kayak, right next to my power pack box and my battery box for my fish finder, and it's right next to my camera. And yeah, I just take, and I'm going to try this next time I go out, and it's a fairly sunny day. I'm going to start my camera and plug that guy in and see if it lasts the 3 or 4 hours I'm out fishing. I think it would probably last 8 hours. I say, still had 3 bars after like 6 hours. So I think this was a pretty good idea. I never saw anybody do it before. Once again, it's a 5-watt solar panel for a security camera, and I didn't know if it would work because security cameras generally don't film all the time. They usually have a motion sensor, and they just kick on and film, and then they kick back off. Well, I had my camera filming all day long for 6 hours, and it kept going, and it even still had a pretty good battery afterwards. So I think that's a pretty cool little hack there I came up with. Oh, I'm using my solar panel to power my camera. This is the first time I tried it actually out on the water. It's a nice sunny day, not really that cloud in the sky. So the test for my camera is whenever I plug a power supply into it of any type, it should automatically turn on. Well, when I plugged that solar panel into it, it turned on. So now let's see how long it'll power it for. Okay, front camera is still videoing thanks to my solar panel, and it has all 4 bars. So that solar panel apparently has been powering it the whole time. So like I say, I've been out there, it's 1:45, and I think I got out there, I may have been out there 3 hours. I gotta go back and look. But 2.5 to 3 hours. Still got all 4 bars on the battery symbol. So that little solar panel works on sunny days. Awesome. You guys put in the comments, let me know what you think. And I'll see you on the next video.